What's up YouTube, Lad Ladderson here. Today I'm performing maintenance on a used compressor I just bought. It's a Speedaire 20 gallon 135 max PSI, and it runs 5.5 SCFM at 90 PSI. So I'm pretty happy with those specs. I was going to buy a Harbor Freight 150 PSI, but I couldn't pass up a sweet deal on this one. So since I don't know much about the generator, I'm going to perform some maintenance on it, change the oil. The belt obviously has to be replaced. It's got some fraying on the belt here. But right now I'm replacing the oil. So I swung by Harbor Freight and picked up some Central Pneumatic SAE 30. It's 32 fluid ounces, the standard compressor oil. Now typically you want to do this annually, but judging by what came out of here and that's continued to drip out, I don't think they've done it all on this generator or on this compressor. So what came out was this pretty black sludge. You can see the oil still has some clarity to it, but there's definitely some dark deposits in there. So no big deal. Just when you have a compressor that you're taking care of yourself, just annually, you know, it's $5. Swap the oil out. So it's really easy. There's a metal plug that comes out here. Got it right here. So I've got it tilted on one wheel. Just got some compressor rubber air hose supporting it. And what that causes is the oil to tilt to the side of the cylinder, and it's just all slowly draining out. So I'm going to continue to let that drain. I caught most of it in this plastic container, but there's still some black residue coming out in the residual drain off, so I'm just going to put a rag down here on the wheel, pressed up against the cylinder, and that's going to catch the rest of the oil. Alright, so most all compressors will have a gauge on the side that shows you the clarity of the oil. So when you can't see the red dot anymore, it's typically smart to replace it. But the red dot's also an add and fill line. So above the red dot it says full, and below the red dot it says add. It also tells you to use fully synthetic, 1030 weight, and then it should have zero detergent, no detergent. It also says 8.5 ounces or 0.236 liters of oil. Now, I took quite a bit of oil out of there, so something tells me that may not be right, or they just overfilled it. I'll figure out how big of an ounce the container is, but I must have taken about 32 ounces out of there. So I'll add oil until I get to that fill line, and we'll see how much it'll take. We'll let it settle. Looks like we just need a hair more. Alright, now we're at the full line. So I'll clean up the excess oil and put the cap back on. Okay, we've built to max PSI. I'm very happy with the oil level now. I've replaced the drain plug, tightened it up. There's no leakage below that. Replaced the breather, no leakage around that. Next we'll replace the belt, the drive belt between the compressor and the generator. First you want to remove the cage around the belts and the pulleys. So there's some obvious damage here. The belt's separated, the outside as well as the V shape on the inside separated, and it's in two pieces. So that belt's got to be replaced. If you do blow a belt, it's not a big deal. It's just going to stop your compressor. The generator will continue to turn, but it'll stop your compressor and you won't be building any air inside your tank. Alright, so it's day 2. I have a new belt. I have my second new belt. They had a 48-inch belt on there. I removed it, bought a 48-inch belt, tried to replace it, and found out that from the manufacturer's website that it's a 50-inch belt. So lesson learned, check the manufacturer's page to make sure the specifications are right for the belt. Also, I didn't think this had adjustable pulley on it, but in fact the generator on the right side, it's got 4 bolts. You loosen them all up and it's a belt tensioner. So I'll go ahead and install that now. Now that I've added tension to the belt, I'm going to put the cover back on for the pulleys. And lastly, we'll do a test run. Everything's good to go. This is Lad Ladison. Thanks for watching. We changed the oil, we replaced the belt, and we did some other things to make sure that it's ready for its second life as my new air compressor. So now I'll turn it around and push it in the corner of my garage. I'll take the handle off so it fits tighter up against the wall, and that's where it'll stay. Thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing here, click the like button. If you like my channel, hit subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.